Good evening and welcome back once again. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel we talk about daily stimulus check updates and stimulus package updates, keeping you informed on what's going on and what to expect in the next stimulus package, answers to your first stimulus check, and also the second stimulus check and what to expect. So if you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Also, that way you never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel. And give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below in the video. Let me know what you think about this new proposal that senators want to include in the next stimulus package too also as well. Make sure that you watch this video all the way through till the end of the video. That way you will not miss the bonus that we're going to give out at the end of the video too also as well. So today we've been talking about the $5,000 child tax credit, which is good news. However, which is proposed by a group of senators and who want to include this in the next stimulus bill. So basically what happened was last year, Senator Bill Cassidy, a Republican from Louisiana, and Senator Kyrsten Sinema, a Republican senator from Arizona, they were trying to pass a parental leave plan, and this plan would allow parents to receive an advance of $5,000 from their child tax credit when they gave birth or adopted a child. Now, it was called the Advancing Support for Working Families Act, and it had co-sponsors from both parties, including Senators Steve Daines, a Republican from Montana, and Shelley Capito, Republican from West Virginia, Joe Manchin, a Democrat from West Virginia, and U.S. Representative Joe Cunningham, Democrat from South Carolina, Jeff Andrew, Democrat from New Jersey, Josh Gottheimer, Democrat from New Jersey, Jamie Herrera Butler, Republican from Washington, and Anthony Gonzalez, a Republican from Ohio, and Brian Steele, Republican from Wisconsin. Now, after the current tax law, new parents, under the current tax law the way it exists right now, in other words, new parents, they're entitled to a $2,000 a year partially refundable tax credit until the child reaches the age of 17. If the credit is greater than the taxes owed, they may receive up to $1,400 per child back as a refund. Now, under the previously proposed Advancing Support for Working Families Act, parents could receive $5,000 in the first year in return for reducing the annual child tax credit by $500 per year for the following 10 years. So basically, what it's saying is that families could get $5,000 in the first year upfront as an advance. In return for, they would have to reduce their credit by $500 for the next 10 years. That's if they opt into the program, so it's optional too also as well. So basically what's going to happen is they pay this money back over the process of 10 years or more. Now, families, they could use this $5,000 advance to help them pay for the cost of childcare, which is pretty high, especially early on, as well as pay for time off from work, something that has been made more serious during this pandemic, where a lot of parents have to take time off from work to watch their children. The original plan is stalled, but Senator Cassidy is looking to get this plan included in the next stimulus bill. Now, he said, quote, "One thing that I've been hearing from moms is that they're having to stay at home, and some of them have had a problem with employment. So I actually think this would be an appropriate part of a C-word bill, just recognizing that young families in particular can be particularly stressed out right now. Now, as a father, it's been difficult for my wife and I to balance our work and manage our children. It was a challenge before they were all home because of the pandemic. It's even a greater challenge now, and we are hardly alone. Now, one of the big advantage of this plan is that it comes with little added cost because it's structured as an advance on future tax credits. Now, this could make it very appealing for legislators, especially the Republicans in the Senate, since they're so concerned about costs right now and keeping the next stimulus package under $1 trillion. So they're going to debate an expensive stimulus bill. Critics have said that while it was billed as a parental family leave plan, it did not address much beyond the acceleration of the child tax credit. Now, the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, they did a review basically on this plan, and they said that it didn't provide for additional family leave protections. Now, this is part of their review. They state in a review, the bill thus provides no net new financial help for families. In effect, it's a loan that families would repay during some of a family's most financial crunched years. The period when parents are raising young children can be especially difficult. Parents of young children tend to be younger themselves and earn less than they will in their older peak earning years, and they often face high childcare costs. Family who took this advance would have to repay it for 10 or 15 years. Many parents likely would not understand the fine print and would have an unpleasant surprise when they're filing their tax returns. Now, as we recall, the HEROES Act was passed by the House of Representatives in the middle of May. What the HEROES Act did as well is it expanded the benefits of the Families First C-Word Response Act. That's FFCRA. That's the acronym. Some of those benefits had impacted the Family and Medical Leave Act to include benefits for those who had to care for a child whose school or child care provider closed or shut down due to the pandemic. The HEROES Act expanded the list of covered reasons for taking paid leave. So there's a greater appetite for this type of support already. Now, while many Americans continue to struggle, and in the current climate with so much attention on the next stimulus bill, of course, I suspect many families would be willing to take an advance on the child tax credits if the alternative is they would have no support at all. So basically, this is a new proposal coming from a group of senators, and this is based on an old bill, too, also as well, old proposal that the article mentions here called the Advancing Support for Working Families Act, which it had many co-sponsors, senators, Republican senators, 2 Republican senators, and a Democrat senator, and 3 Democrat House representative, and 1, 2, 3 Republican House of Representative. So this may have a good chance of being included in the bill. Will it be included in the bill? We don't know. I mean, this is a proposal, okay? Just like many other proposals that was proposed, okay? Now, from the Senate proposals, however, they hold a lot more weight than the House of Representatives proposals. Now, when I say proposals, I'm not talking about the HEROES Act. I'm not talking about something that was actually voted on and passed by a legislative branch, such as the House of Representatives. What I'm talking about is a proposal from maybe a senator or a representative that did not, that may or may not make it into an actual bill that's passed by a legislative branch, like the House of Representatives or the Senate. Okay, and there's been many proposals so far. We have a video here on the channel. It's titled 8 Proposals. That's the title in the thumbnail. You should be able to see it here on this channel. And there's more than 8 proposals, actually. And Mitch McConnell, he has a few of his own proposals. He wants to have a limited liability protection for businesses so that they don't get sued by employees that get sick or customers that get sick by contracting the C word sickness. And he wants to make it for people who earn less than $40,000 a year, people who've been affected the most, like people who are in the hospitality industry. To also, they have proposal for a back to work bonus, $450 a week, added to a person's paycheck every single week if they return to work from unemployment. And there's another proposal to also is what it would give them a $1,200 one-time payment if they return to work. Another proposal for unemployment is that people would only make 100% of the income that they were making on the last job that they worked before they became unemployed or laid off. Okay, so these are many other proposals that's been proposed. Okay, Mitt Romney proposed the Patriot Act that would pay hazard pay to essential workers of $13 an hour. Okay, there's another proposal. So there's many proposals that came out of the Senate. Bernie Sanders, Ed Markey, and Kamala Harris, their proposal was a $2,000 a month check to Americans until a certain period of time after the pandemic is over. Okay, so there's so many proposals. You have the travel, $4,000 travel proposal, and there's so many others. And I don't think we're going to get into all of them here in this video. Okay, but this particular proposal, the $5,000 child tax credit, it may be good news for some. I mean, it's not actually a stimulus check. I can't call it a stimulus check, okay? Because a stimulus check would be something that you do not have to pay back, right? The EIDL $1,000 grant, yeah, you can probably say that's a stimulus check because you don't have to pay that back, okay? PPP forgivable loan, if it qualifies as being forgivable, and it becomes forgivable, then you might be able to count that one as a stimulus check also. But this $5,000 child tax credit is what it is. It's a tax credit. You get the money up front in advance, and you pay the money back over the course of 10 to 15 years when you filing your taxes. Okay, so that's pretty much how it works. So another proposal was a $4,000 tax credit, I believe it was, or $5,000. I don't remember. I think it was another $5,000 tax credit where they would give you the $5,000 up front in advance, and then when you are ready to take out your Social Security money, then they would take it out of your Social Security money in the future. Okay, maybe it would take maybe a few months for you to pay that back through your Social Security money. So there's many proposals that's been proposed, but we still don't know what's going to be in the final bill. But it's good that there are talks right now. It's good that the door is open. The senators are talking, they're discussing, they're engaging with this stimulus package, with the new stimulus package to arrive at some type of package, some type of bill that they put together here that they can vote on after they come back from their recess. Now, the Senate will be back from their recess on the 20th. It was just coming up soon. That'll be Monday, actually, not today, Monday, but the next Monday. And hopefully we will hear some good news. So make sure you guys join our Facebook group so that way you can continue to get minute by minute updates throughout the day if you like about stimulus check updates and stimulus package updates too. Also as well, if you have questions about the first stimulus check, we're there to help you too in the group. We have thousands of members here in our Facebook group too also as well. The link is in the description for you to join. Also, while you're in the description, make sure you check out the links for free money that you could benefit from, and also other links in our description for other helpful resources too also. So if you watched the previous video, make sure you leave a comment below if you are interested in finding about how to get rental help with your rent for in your state that you live in. Just drop me a comment too also. And for all of us here at the How to Get an 800 Credit Score family, stay safe, be blessed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel we talk about ways to increase your credit score, build credit, and get approved for the lowest payments on mortgages and lines of credit, travel the world for free, earn extra money with cash back. And if that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video as we make them.